guys, we have Jahin in the studio today.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Good to see you again. It's been a while.
It's been a while. But do you know what? It's so good to be back after the whirlwind couple of weeks I've had. It's nice to be back.
How's the doctorate going?
Oh, it's so busy, but it's really good. I've just been itching to get started, and now that I've started, it's just so great to be, doing what I love. But it's nice to be here as well.
And I hear you've been watching a lot of movies.
Yes. So, don't tell my PhD supervisors. Yes, I have been. Yes, I'm back with a couple more.
Fantastic. Well, I think everyone wants to hear about the movies you've watched and which one you recommend and which one would you say not to go and watch?
So I've just selected 3 movies and I put them on my phone here, and I've got really good stats today.
Oh,
I've come stats ridden, like I've got them all. So the first is, I'm not sure if you heard, it's A Simple Favour, and that's. Did you ever watch Gossip Girl?
No.
No. Gossip Girl, it's a must.
I've heard about it. Is it Netflix?
It's like a TV show. It's on Netflix now.
Okay, right.
But I watched Gossip Girl as I grew up, and Blake Lively was like one of the it girls of my time.
I know Blake Lively.
Yeah, so she's in this movie, and it's like the first movie where it's not been a flop, basically, of hers. And it stars her and Anna Kendrick. From Pitch Perfect, and it's basically a mystery film, and it's based on a novel by Darcy Bell, and basically it's basically Gone Girl, gone haywire.
No way.
It's amazing. The twists and the turns you will not expect.
So it's better than Gone Girl?
I would say it's better than Gone Girl, but that's because it's more crazy than Gone Girl, if it's possible.
Goodness. Yes, I'm excited.
It's really intriguing. So basically, Anna Kendrick is a vlogger on YouTube, like a small-time country vlogger, and her best friend is Blake Lively, whose name is Emily. Basically, they met in school because their kids go to school together. Yeah. And Emily asks Anna Kendrick's character to look after her son. And 2 days later, she doesn't pick up calls anymore. She's like, what? Who do I give the son back to? Like, where is my friend? And she goes crazy, and she files a missing persons report. And then she realizes she doesn't know much about her best friend. And there's no pictures of her best friend. And it's just, so it's like,
there's no pictures of her best friend?
Yeah, her friend doesn't like taking photos. So she finds some photo from some next place, and it's just insane, the story, the twists and turns. Without giving much away, you will literally be at the edge of your seat.
Okay, is there a happy ending?
It's a happy ending for Anna Kendrick, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends whose side you're on.
Okay.
Oops, I'm giving too much away.
So, what's next?
The next movie is very different, actually. It is a animation movie, and it's called Smallfoot. And it's basically about a yeti and a human. And the yeti thinks humans are a myth, but you know how we think yetis are a myth? The human thinks the yeti are a myth. So they meet each other, and they're like, what? Yeah. And it's basically a little cute adventure, and it stars like famous names like Zendaya, Channing Tatum and James Corden, and even LeBron James puts a little voiceover into the movie. Yeah, I know. Wow. And I actually didn't know he was in the movie until I researched it afterwards, because they mask their voices so well. You don't even I didn't know which one was James Corden and which one was LeBron James, and which it's so the way they blend into their characters is amazing. Like
James Corden is fantastic, and LeBron James.
I mean his voice is pretty significant, but it's really good. Like you wouldn't know it's him.
Can adults watch this?
Yes, of course adults can watch it. I'm an adult, I watched it. Oops. But it's a nice one. Maybe if you want to go watch it with your kids or your nieces or your nephews, it'd be quite fun. Or you can just go and watch it like me, like I did.
Okay. Hope you were with a friend.
Yes, no, I didn't go alone. God, no.
Oh dear.
I know, gosh. What am I trying to say? Anyway, the next movie is called Hotel Artemis. Now, this movie isn't in the cinemas at the moment. It's already been pre-released and it came out in the summer. But I had to mention it because it's so different to anything else I've ever watched. It's basically set in dystopian Los Angeles, in the future, where it's all gone haywire and everything. And it's basically like an underground hospital / clinic for criminals. So criminals come in and get treated for their wounds, but she doesn't say anything. She doesn't ask any questions.
Right.
because it's.
Well, I'm looking at the clip.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like that's her, Jodie Foster. She's in the movie, and she's the nurse who basically runs this clinic. And there's specific rules. Like if you go into the clinic, and if your enemies in the clinic that you just had a fight with, you can't fight in the clinic. You have to get out and fight. Like this place is strictly healthcare only, and it's obviously doesn't turn out that way. But it's a really good. It's like a really good original movie to watch if you want something different. That's not like.
I haven't watched Jodie Foster in years.
Nor have I actually. I don't think I ever watched her in anything before. But
Did you ever watch Silence of the Lambs?
Yes, I've heard of it, but I've not watched it.
Well, I mean, I was really young, but I did watch it.
It's a scary movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't review scary movies except Insidious because that one was rubbish and I had to laugh about it with you.
Right.
But I don't like scary movies.
So out of the three,
yep.
What would you recommend?
A Simple Favor, definitely. I think the twists and turns are too brilliant. You can't not watch it.
Okay, what about Jodie Foster's film then?
That is good, but I mean, the other one trumps this one. It's just, I mean, like with a small foot, like you have lots of animation movies that are out there, and Hotel Artemis is a close second, but Simple Favor is out now, so you can go watch it now.
How do you get the time?
I make time in my little timetable. I don't want to dwell into it because then you'll wrap me out I'll get right out. But yes, movies, there's a big place in my heart for movies.
What I've noticed, every time you come in, you are super excited or just super disappointed in the ones that you've watched.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can recommend that people can watch? Me watching anything, Netflix, anything?
So I have this recent obsession with like crime documentaries and crime shows and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's not on Netflix, but I've literally been watching CSI from like summer, and there's like 15 episodes, and I've been watching it from the beginning, and I'm just loving it. And because I see them like doing stuff without gloves, and I'm like, this would not run in the real world. And they're like, oh, this DNA is at work. And I'm like, this is not the true science. Like, what are you saying? But it's nice to trump what they're saying, but it's also really interesting.
Have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Yes, it's good.
I'm hooked on
good.
it.
I was obsessed with it, and then it
Again,
finished.
you must be looking at it from a science.
Yeah, but I don't know much about cooking meth, so yeah.
But it's good.
But it's really interesting. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's a good comeback. My God.
Yeah.
And so you are now doing your doctorate. I think when I last met with you, you were starting. You were nervous. I just want to say, I think you're doing fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone, talks about you. All the young girls that I meet, and they aspire to be someone like you.
That's so sweet.
It's so nice. So well done, and thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And I want you to come back and
Yes,
give
I will,
more
of
film
course.
reviews.
You can't get rid of me, Kohino. You
No,
can't.
I know.